Okay, so now we'll be work on the landscape. So we already created the basic scene, and you can say it's kind of like a basic, but it's also already fillful, and it's look okay. So now let's start working on the landscape. So in Unreal Engine, we need to keep in mind about the optimized material. So every time we should create our own landscape material. You can create a landscape material from any project and use that in the same material in every project. Just do some value change and texture stuff, and it will work as well. So let's go to the content folder, and let's create here a folder called a mat, which is basically material. And yeah, basically I give it a bracket. So let me just rename it and just remove the bracket like this, and let's create a simple material with name of mat ground. So mat G, which is the present ground, and instead of the mat ground we'll use the landscape layer, so we can use multiple layers in the once. So at here what we'll do is, first in my left side panel, we need to, our first duty is to identify the texture and which texture we want to use. So at the texture, as far I know, this pack have some of our ground texture. So we can go to the texture slash, there should be some landscape, and here is a landscape folder, and here's some variant of texture they gave. So I'm going to use just this one for the green, and I'm going to use this one for road, and for the some of the river side I'm going to use this puddle type material, so which will be enough. Okay, so let's start creating this. So first there will be a ground material, which is basically with the mossy texture, and then second there will be the road texture, which will be like this, which is basically a dirt texture actually, and last will be using gravier wedge texture, which will use near of the river. Now we need a linear or a layer. So landscape, you can search landscape and you find here landscape blend color codes. We also need the color codes, it's really needed. Then we will use the layer blend output, which is this, and now let's make 3 layer. So at here what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it name simple that GR1, okay, which is basically very simple. Then the white preview you can give 1 1 1 1, and oh, not -1 1, and I'm so sorry. Okay, now at the last there's 1 and 1 1 and 1. Okay, look okay. Now for some case, if you want the real-time update, you can check by enabling this thing, real-time preview node, so it will be give you real-time preview stuff. So you can connect with the basic color, and after the basic color let's add G, which is the ground, and you can see the real-time changing stuff and the road and the road 1. So now after that you can see that how it's become changed, that it's now showing. Okay, after that we need a color code. So with that you can add a texture coordinate, or you can do a multiplier, which is basically control the texture coordinate of this one. Okay, so now after that what we are have a basically, if you want to control that, you need to make a instance or parameter basically. Actually you need to create a parameter or instance actually, so that's why. So what I'm going to do is basically for now I'm just connect them as a U, because I don't want to control them. But if you want, you can add a texture coordinate and it will be work as perfect. Okay, the second thing, will be use the same layer and a copy paste, and what we'll do is we'll add the normal maps. So the normal maps are very important, and we need to keep in mind we give the right normal with the right texture, otherwise it will be look very weird. So I'm just putting the right texture besides of the right normal. So here's the first normal, second normal, and the third normal. After that we need a roughness texture actually. So in this case they give some the roughness texture, which is basically it will be look some this kind of like. So let me use this first one like this. You can connect the RGB, and in future we can change it to anything else than this one, which is this, and then lastly this one. So for this one they use this the same normal the t-shirt. So then this is our roughness and this is actually our normal. So you can see after adding how it's looking. If anything need to change, we'll do, there's no issue. For now I'm just unplug the roughness and it required enough look. Okay, now I'm click on save. Okay, now once we have our ready material, now we need to drag and drop and assign it. So go to the details panel. Now because we give it a really unique name which is easy to find, which is the matte G, so we can search matte G and assign it. The first time it will be look very black, so you need to go to the select mode, landscape, and we'll go to the manage in a painting. Another painting, make sure that we select that here that it's a none. Press this plus button, white as a blend layer, normal. It's automatically create a folder for you. Just click on save and assign them all the texture at that one. Same and same. Okay, once you have same, you will be find something like this. So now you can skip this part. I'd say not skip, just save this part and come into selection section, and now you'll see that how it's looking. Okay, cool. We have basically they look like how we want. Now we'll be work on some texture. So we will go through the textures. Let's first work on some road. So like this, make it whenever you're doing some work on a road, you can do something like this. So like that. And because most of cases the road is not look very visual, so you can use the value of 0.5 and we'll give a simple looking one. So like this, and you can give something like here. Okay, but here I'll remove this more. Okay, it will be blend here, then we'll be start from here, it will be go this side. Oh sorry, whenever you're doing mastering, you can press, if you think it's a very big, you can press that or go with brushing remove. Okay, first let's go here, we'll go okay, and we'll be go here. And now you'll be see that for some of cases you might be need to remove some foliage because of your road design. Okay, so you can keep first design the road and then you can plant this foliage if you want, or otherwise we need to remove some foliage whenever we need. So like this, as you can see here, we need to remove this very cool grass, and yeah, and it will be look great like this. Will become from this side, and again it will become here like this. And for this one, their door, where is the door of this house? Here's the door, I guess. No, where is the door? Oh my god, where is the door of this house? I don't know. Okay, like this, let's give from this blah like this. Okay, there's some more we can give like this. Okay, and for this house, because we already wrote something like this, we can come here, and this one even I don't know why is a house, we will edit that later. Okay, for now let's give like this. Okay, so for this one, what we do is we'll create something like a random how we want, a magical way. I will not say it's a magical way, I'll say like simple one. Okay, it's look okay from top of the world. Okay, it will be look okay, and that is the thing, we have a road. Now we'll be work on the river side. So at the river side we can make it some bigger and not too much bigger, and just now plain. Now you'll be see something like this, so we'll be give it on the river side area like this. I think you can do something like this. First fill up this side area and then fill up the middle area. Boom, you have this thing. And for this part, what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend it some. Okay, so something like smooth. So I'm going to smooth and just make it some blend. Okay, like this. So at here plant, again the size should be not too much bigger. Okay, look okay to me. Okay, because this is a you can go easily near of that. That's why. Okay, now it's look enough okay. What you guys say? Some of cases you find this kind of like a weird stuff, so you will need to fix them by manually. So okay, now we have basically the look very, and our ground has been done even also. The last thing is work now on the, you can see the grass. Okay, only the left part is the adding grass. So for the grass, to be honest, I don't have any particular you know, like this pack. As far I know that this pack doesn't have really cool grass. Okay, that is the main issue. So like if I go to their grass section, they have only this kind of like a weird grass, which is basically even not look like grass. So that's why it will be look very you know, strange at here or weird at here. Will we fix that by adding another pack? It's called the nature pack. So again say guys, I'm not promoting this thing, I'm just chilling because I have that pack and I'm using that. Okay, so let me add that pack at here, which is the nature pack, and give it 5 demo, demo, and add because that pack have some very cool grass stuff. Okay, because we are using the grass, so for save our time we'll be use a fantastic system called landscape grass output system, which is by we can control that by our parameter nodes. So we need to search here that the sample and one of grass output, which is kind of like a parameter value system or preset system. We can basically connect them and we can assign them any of layer. So at here I'm going to assign it with the G1. So add a layer with the name of G, and we can create a layer actually if you want. So for creating a layer you can go to the foliage and here that landscape foliage or grass type system and give it name G1 or GA. Oh sorry, it will look weird, so let's give it the G1, and this is our our G1, and here is the G1 layer. We already choose it, so we just need to save it. Okay, and make sure the preview wide is 1 so we can see the preview. Okay, now go to the 1, and here we can assign now the grass we want. Also for the grass we don't need any of shadow, so we'll be remove the shadow, which is constant shadow and the contract shadow and dynamic shadow. Okay, and the foliage output for by default will be give it 10. In future will be changed, depends on our need. And now I'm going to go to the nature pack, and there are 2 type of grass as far I know. Okay, so I'm going to first use this one. Let's see how this thing behave. If it's not look cool, we'll be changing it. Okay, so now I'm drag and drop it on my left side panel, and let's see how it's look at here. You can see that how it's, we need to probably work on this shading. I will show you how you can work on the shading as well. Let's increase the value to 100. Let's see. Okay, for now it's look good. Let me now try with by changing another one, which is also good, which is this. I guess if we control the shaders, it's this part or this one will be look good also. Okay, let's try the another one. This is kind of like a the light, but it's look like a foliage one, like this. Okay, I guess for this one we need to use double volume, so it will be fulfill. Okay, now for let's do some work on the materials parameters. I guess it will be, or the color wise, I guess it can be make it some better. Okay, so let's see if they give any color control system. Yeah, so by default if you use some of asset pack, they give instance and then they give global vector parameter. Inside of the vector parameter you can control those things and you can change the color. Okay, the first thing we need to keep in mind about this black one, because the black one is basically the emulated, so we need to make sure that it's on the right color like this, and the subtract the diffuse. Okay, like this, and the sub color. Now this is the actual color we want to give it here. I want to give like this. Let's see how it's look. To be honest, it's look very right. I say light, so even this foliage will be weird for this one. Okay, so I'm not going to use this one probably. Let's try to use any other asset tag. So what I'm going to do is click on save and go to the content browser, and then let's select this one, and let's see how this one behave, like the G, and save it. And okay, it's look really nice, like it's fill out lots of things. But also I'm going to decrease the value, so the plant size will be 100. And what I'm going to do now, let's just work on the material. So I'm going to go to the material section, foliage, and the vector, light mass, vector parameter, and boom, we have the vector. It's hard sometimes to blend. Okay, I'm keeping like this, the first one, and let's work on the second one. Let's try to match with this. Okay, this is, it will be give you near value. Now others we need to adjust. Okay, now it's look like same as it is. Okay, it's look quite enough good. So we are going to keep this one. So save this one, and then what I'm going to do, I'm slightly, I will basically increase the value of Z size, so it will be, the grass will be look so more fulfilled. So you can see like how it's looking. Okay, like the grasses look okay, but we'll be make it because it's in a jungle place. So I'm going to change the value, the Z axis to, let's give it to 1.3 or 1.5, and you can see now it's look very fulfilled. And also now I can increase it to just only 50, but you can see still look good. We can even go to 70, which is, it will be provided a very cool look one. Okay, now we can save it. Okay, and yeah, it's look good. For more blending, we'll be work on more on the blending one, but for now it's look good. We can go with this one, like you can see right now. Okay, so this is basically the grass. Now we know that what are grasses, we can now fix those. And as you can see, the landscape, the layer what we work. Now let's save them first, and let's go to the landscape painting mode, and we'll be go to the road section. And now I'm going to add the value to 1, and let's put the value to 300. I guess it will be work great, or 250. Okay, now will we have a clean road. So what we actually need, because we need to give a road, but this 300 value look very, so I'm going to give it just 200 LV. It will be look great. Okay, now we need to just fulfill up this one. Okay, because we need to clean the roads actually. I want it, and then like this. Oh, if I forgot about this side, so let's work something on this or area too. Select all the foliage, go to the remove section, and just press remove. And for this one, just add a simple tree up here. I guess it will be look great. Plant. Okay, cool. Let's go to again the foliage. Let's select all, removed. Okay, saved. And then again go to the selection of landscape painting, and just simply plant like this. It's some boring work also sometimes, the level designing. because it's really kind of like it's kind of like a brainstorm. You even don't know how, like if you have a preset work, so then like block out, then it's some easy to do. Otherwise, if you don't have the block out, that you even don't know where you will go the next, it will be some harder for you to design. Otherwise, all are okay. So we have like our this scene that it's ready. Now we have last work on processes and the shaders work. So let's work on there. So for adding the shaders, first we need to do a system on our project settings called atmosphere fog. It should be enabled, so we'll be search that fog and vertex fog, opacity, landscape, supports, and make sure these things are enabled. Now we'll be go to the visual, and then we'll be add a fog which is exponential height fog. Will be drag and drop. Now we'll be work at here. So first we'll be make the to brighter, okay, like this level, I guess, or I'll give full value. But at here on the opacity distance, I will give it low, like this. Okay, and for making the sky really looking nice, I will be add a sky atmosphere, and I will change the color to totally blue, so it will be look very fantastic. Okay, also will be get a green effect, so I'm just going to change everything to blue. We can't change like this. Okay, now it's but you can see that already the sky has been changed. It will be look more blue right now. Okay, lastly you can see that we have now this thing which is really very, it's become now a full fin automatically. You can see we already have the kind of like that fog. It just changed the vibe of this environment already. Okay, now lastly we need to work on the lights. Okay, like how we want the light. So we'll be go to the wall outliner, directional light, and now I'm going to change the light color actually. Some more on like middle tone, but I'm going to now increase the value to 4 to 5, so it will give me the enough brightness, so this scene will be don't look too much dark. Okay, but I'll be have that feel that it's an evening time, and I can see like it's look okay, and even it's look cool. Okay, so we have the basically the first environment. Okay, and now because we have this system, now lastly we can work on the process volume. Okay, so let's work on the process volume, which is the only the lastest work at here for now and the level side. Go to the visual, add a process volume, and here we can go to the at here, let's search the environment bound variable, or it's called maybe unbound as far I figured it, yeah, as far I know. Sorry. So now at here because I already disabled the auto exposure, so it's not going to be affect. Now there's a two type, one is middle, one is global. I'm going to change middle and global. So for the global, let's give the value of what, as the give value of 1.2 or 1.3. okay, and as you can see now it's looking very colorful. And lastly the mid saturation 1.2 or 1.1, and lastly for give it a contrast vibe, will we go to the contrast, will we give it a contrast vibe 1.1, and for the mid the global, I'm going to give it a 1.1 as well, so it will give a very cool looking vibe. It's a kind of like a fantasy world, so that's why. So just look, after adding the processes and the color one, it's look more and more great. Okay, the first one it's look very realistic, or the tone was weird. So now it's basically depends on you how you want. So as you can see the landscape one, that how it's blending and how it's affecting. So with this one, it's this part are okay, to be honest, and with this I think we need to go to some more darker for this foliage. Let's try to go. I'm going to just do some change just little bit, so I guess this little bit change will be help us to get the actual color, because I still think that it's not blended yet 100% accurate with this side class. Okay, so for this thing I guess this need more some darker color. or some lighter color. I'm just trying to find the value. This ones look more good than the previous one, like that one's super green. So now it's look now more blended with the scene. So as I said, that it's just more work about the lighting and the shader and parameters. If you can do that, it will be look great. So now we have basically the scene that we need. So as you can see, for a mobile game, it's looking very nice, but still there's a next part of optimization, and we will be going to give a build for the mobile, and we'll be see that how it's work on our mobile. Okay, so let's see.